Happy Friday! I'm Kylie.
And I'm Bella.
And welcome back to the GrapeVine. An important reminder, lunch must be ordered by signing up online. Here's John to give us a sports announcement.
Hey guys, I'm John and I'm here to give you all a winter sports recap and the upcoming events for spring. The first football game is Sunday, March 14th at 11:30 at Sandwich. Reminder, Family ID is open for all spring sports. Register early. Spring sports begin April 26th and will run through mid-June. The Kippenhag-leaned winter sports all-star rosters are full of purple and white this year, as 14 Vineyard student athletes across 4 different teams earned all-star recognition. On the boys basketball team, Ramon DeSantos, Mike Trusty, and Aiden Rogers were chosen as all-stars, and Nico DePaula received an honorable mention. Callie Estrella received an honorable mention for girls basketball. On the boys hockey team, Hunter Meader, Elias Gunderson, Aiden Merrick, Cam Geary, and Oliver Lively all earned all-star nods, Liam Merrick receiving an honorable mention, and Charlie Lackus receiving a sportsmanship award. For the girls hockey team, Ruby Ryman and Paige Anderson were chosen as all-stars, and Maren Gillis received an honorable mention. On the swim team, Gabby Carr, Olympia Hall, Rory Mullen, Christian Flanders, and Nathan Cuthbert received all-star awards. Lily Jones received an honorable mention, and along with Rory Mullen receiving the sportsmanship award.
Thanks, John. Congratulations to the following students in the Regional Science Fair. Linus Munn, second place project. Maya Donnelly, third place project. Nicola Nikolov, honorable mention. Emma Burt, honorable mention. Adrian Christie, honorable mention. These students, along with Eloise Christie, Jack Chronister, and Nicholas Carpenter, are eligible to compete in the State Science Fair. Presentations and judging held on April 29th and 30th, and a virtual award ceremony Tuesday evening, May 4th. For your weekly staff interview segments this week, we have Miss FC and Miss Ferone.
Question, what is your name and role in the school?
I'm Christine Ferone. I'm an English teacher, the English department chair as of this year. And I've been here since 1998, believe it or not, so long time.
My name is Lee Fairchild Capoletti, and I am in the history department, and this is my 8th year at the high school.
Nice. What is something surprising that your students don't know about you?
I can't stand running, but I ran 2 marathons.
That's a good one. I lived in South America for a year. I don't know if anybody knows that, in Colombia.
What got you into teaching and the subject that you teach?
I love history definitely because I see it as a lens for navigating the present and trying to solve the problems that challenge us today.
I guess I come back to the idea of the value of storytelling, the degree to which story gives us so much insight into the human condition, and how important it is to read story to broaden our perspectives about the world and people and ourselves at the same time. So it's an incredibly powerful tool that's, I think, a fundamental part of being human. And if I can promote that in any way, that's hopefully what I can do through teaching English.
That's awesome. How do you spend your summer vacations?
Go ahead.
I spend it writing. Because I really think that I would like to be an English teacher as much as a history teacher, because they both grapple with the human question, as Ms. Ferone was saying, and the human condition, and I love that about it. So, but in the summer, I do creative writing.
I like to travel in the summer whenever possible. I like to exercise a lot and take advantage of living in this beautiful island, and just basically have what is a more sustainable and healthy pace. You know, the school year tends to be quite intense, and so a lot of my summers is recovering from
Grappling with the human question.
Yeah, the
thinking
human
about the
question of right, of like, how do I balance all that I have to do in any given moment when I'm working and being a mother and all of the challenges. And I'd like to do creative work in whatever way that takes form.
We've done creative work.
Takes form.
We've done creative work together.
We have, yes.
Collaborate.
Right.
Last question. What is your favorite place that you've traveled to?
For me, definitely India. My husband and I, before we got married, just packed backpacks and traveled around for about 6 months. Went to the Himalayas and Nepal and just different places all throughout India. Took trains and really just immersed ourselves there, and it was really fantastic. And since we made it through that, we knew we could probably make it through marriage, so we went forward.
That's amazing. I hope to travel to India someday. I guess the most recent trip my family took to Spain was amazing. We drove down the east coast of Spain and then went to Morocco. And it's such a beautiful country, and so much of its history is sort of tied to our history in lots of ways when you think about the Spanish explorers and things like that. So, there's definitely a devotion to sort of life balance there, I think, leisure and work that's really beautiful. There's just not it's a beautiful place, and I love Spanish culture. So
we need longer meals and more siestas.
Yeah, longer meals and more siestas. Absolutely, I could get behind that for sure.
Okay, I'm gonna do the lightning round questions now. Okay, so mountains or beach?
Beach.
Mountains.
City or country?
Depends.
So both.
Oh, both. Okay. Salty or sweet?
Sweet.
Salty.
Sunrise or sunset?
I'm a crepuscular person, so dawn and dusk I are also equally. I'll say sunset.
You are a crepuscular person. Wow, that is amazing. She should be an English teacher. Crepuscular. The gloaming. Yes, I like the gloaming.
The gloaming is good too, but crepuscular is underused. And all the deer and rabbits come out at the crepuscular hour.
Yeah, for sure. I'd say sunset most likely. Yeah.
Okay. Books or movies?
Need you ask?
But I'll have to say both. I go back and forth.
Yeah, both. But I think books for sure. The immersive experience, the ability to.
You have a professional duty to say books.
I do have a professional duty, but I stand by it. Because there's some value in creating your own imaginative world that you just can't replicate when you're a passive viewer. And I love that ability to create my own imaginative world, as I'm reading. Sorry.
It's nicely said. I like that.
Okay, last one. Winter or summer?
Summer for me. I'm an August 12th birthday. I'm a Leo. I'm a sun sign, and I'm all about vitamin D, man. I need some. I need some right now.
Summer too for the same reasons, but I don't think I'd value summer as much if there weren't winter. And I lived in California and San Francisco for 12 years and missed the seasons so much. And I'm probably not doing what I'm supposed to be doing in the lightning round, but it's really yin yang. I mean, how can you love summer without winter, and how can you love dawn without dusk?
You can't have the light without the darkness, right?
With the lows.
Yes.
Okay. All right, cool. I think we're all set.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks, Miss FC and Miss Ferrone. Reminder, our weekly parent forum for our Portuguese-speaking families happens every Wednesday at 5:30 p.m. via Zoom. Also, due to COVID, transportation is not allowing students to go with students on other buses. We are only transporting students to and from home, as this is their primary bus. Now here is Willa to talk about our upcoming Island Cleanup Project event this Sunday.
Hi all, it's Willa. So some of you might remember back in November, Island Cleanup Project collaborated with the National Honor Society for an island-wide cleanup day, and it was super fun and super successful. We actually collected 560 pounds that day, which was huge. So this month, Island Cleanup Project is collaborating with the Interact Club for another island-wide cleanup day, but with a little bit of a twist. So we are actually raising money to send a lady from Haiti named Brigitte to law school. And to do this, we have gathered sponsors to sponsor us in our island-wide cleanup day. So for every pound we collect, our sponsors have committed to donate a certain amount of money. So that's why it's really important that we get a bunch of people to come out on March 21st, the day of our cleanup, and help us collect as much trash as we possibly can that day. As with all Island Cleanup Project cleanups, everybody's welcome. They're really easy and fun, and it's nice to get outside. It's gonna feel really good to clean up our island, but also know that you're doing it for a good cause. There's going to be a poster circulating soon with the 5 locations that we are going to be at, and they will be all meeting simultaneously on Sunday, March 21st at 12 p.m. So I hope to see a lot of you out there on March 21st. I'll give another reminder next week, but it's really exciting, and thank you all for listening.
Thanks, Willa. Calling all seniors. Don't forget the Section 1 and Section 2 scholarship application due date is almost here. All applications for these sections must be hand-delivered, submitted, or postmarked by March 16th. If you have any questions or need support with this process, please reach out to Jessica Estrella today. Please email scholarships@mvyps.org with your questions.
Every Wednesday during Flex/lunch, Santander Bank is conducting a financial literacy workshop through a grant awarded to ACE MV for this purpose. More information on how to sign up/log on to Zooms next week, but in advance, here are some of the other important topics. March 17th, Basic Banking, an overview of banking terms and products to arm you with options to manage and keep your money safe. March 24th, Money Management, tips and the best practices on how to budget your money. March 31st, Intro to Credit, a high-level overview of how credit works. April 7th, Credit Building, an overview of how using credit appropriately can position you for a lifetime of financial success. And April 14th, Identity Theft, best practices on protecting your identity against fraudsters and hackers. Here are Colleen and Max to talk about Grassroots.
So could you tell me a little bit about what Homework Helpers is?
So basically we started this program because at the beginning of the year because a lot of students were struggling with online school, and especially the elementary and middle school students. As hard as it was for us high schoolers, we knew that they were struggling even more. So we just wanted to add like another program or support for the students because everybody needs to be supporting each other right now.
Cool. And how exactly are you supporting them? How exactly does the Homework Helpers Club work?
So I've matched students from the high school with students from elementary schools, and it was an option to do in person, but then we switched to fully remote tutoring. And even if I have a schedule, I meet with my person twice a week, and even if we're not working on homework, we'll play games or just talk about what's going on right now and be a friend.
That's awesome. What would you say to anyone that wants to get involved or who's thinking about getting involved?
Definitely just try it. Even it's a good thing to have for a little bit and a good experience. If you want to join, you can email me or Miss FC.
Cool. And if people are playing sports or are involved with other clubs, is it a big time commitment, or could they do it for half an hour a week?
I only do it for 2 hours twice a week, but you can customize your schedule with whoever you're tutoring, and it's very like a one-on-one meeting, so everyone's very flexible.
Awesome. Thank you.
Of course. Thank you.
Sweet.
Thanks, Colleen and Max. Next week, the MVRHS lunch crew is doing an Ethiopian takeaway on Thursday, March 18th. Pickup will happen at the tent on Sanderson Ave across from the greenhouse. Pre-order online at mvrhs.org. Click on Give Back Takeaway to fill out the order form. Payment is due at pickup, and all proceeds will benefit the MVRHS school lunch program. If you have any questions, you can reach out to Kevin Crowell at kcrowell@mvyps.org. Now here are Allison, Ella, and Emma to talk to us about Uproot.
Thank you guys for meeting with me. Will you guys introduce yourselves and tell me a little bit about Uproot and its goals?
Sure. So I'm Emily. I'm a counselor over at Connect and Violence, and I co-facilitate Uproot with Morgan and our student members. And so Uproot is a student group that is meant to raise awareness about different topics in the high school, ranging from healthy relationships and boundaries, things like that. And so we do like outreach events and that kind of stuff.
So my name's Morgan. I am also a counselor at Connect. I co-facilitate Uproot, and I facilitate the healthy relationships classes and the health classes as well. So our main goal of Uproot is to educate students about healthy relationships, and this can be friendships or dating, to really just give you the tools to identify what it looks like to be in a healthy relationship, and to see warning signs of unhealthy relationships. So we hope that our conversations in the club continue to be discussed to reach a variety of students, because everyone truly does deserve to be in a respectful relationship.
I'm Ella, and I have joined the club recently, and I'm really excited that these two strong women are leading this club, and I'm excited to see what topics we go over as we go through the year.
I'm Emma, and I'm also new to the club, and I just wanted to join so I could learn more about these types of things and how to help people. And yeah, I'm excited for what's to come.
That's awesome. Why do you guys think it's important for teens specifically to have these conversations and to learn about these topics?
I don't know if Ella or Emma want to kind of jump in on this one. If not, I'm sure Morgan and I can too.
I think that it's important because I feel like a lot of teens don't really know, and I feel like they only really know the relationships in their home life or what they see online or whatever, but I feel like people need to know boundaries and how to respect other people in relationships and what crosses lines and what doesn't.
How can students advocate for healthy relationships and be an active bystander? What are some tips you guys have?
I think we go over it a little bit in more detail in the healthy relationships classes. But one thing that we, encourage is just kind of keep an eye out for each other. If you're in a social situation, be aware of your friends and try to, make sure that everyone is feeling safe and comfortable in the environment.
Also knowing that you have supports available, whether it's being able to support your friends or going to teachers, counselors, just know that you do have supports available as well.
That's great. Thank you. And how should students reach out if they want to get involved with Uproot?
If anyone wants to join us or even just get more information about the group, they can always email me directly. I can give you my email again if you want.
That's perfect. Is there anything you guys want to add? Why you joined? I know Emma and Ella both said that, but it's all good. All right.
Thank you, everyone. School Photo Day is coming up. MVRHS students, if you want a photo for this year's yearbook that isn't your Zoom screenshot, be sure to sign up for your individual time slot to have your photo taken. Seniors, this is also your chance to have a great photo for the Vineyard Gazette's Times special graduation supplements. Photo Day is not mandatory this year, so if you are interested in having a school photo this year, you must sign up. Photos will be happening March 22nd through March 25th during Flex and Lunch. They will be taking place in the MVRHS PAC. Enter through the 400s hallway door. How to sign up at www.mariathibodeauphotography.com/school-photos. Print order forms will be distributed through your mentor meeting teacher on Friday if you are interested in getting prints, not just your photo for the yearbook. Or you can view the information on the link above. Questions? Contact Maria at mariathibodeauphotography.com. That's all for this week. Make sure to follow us on Instagram at MVRHS_, and don't forget, you heard it through the grapevine. Heard it through the grapevine.